So I'm making up a little batch of my nourishing body cream for my friend Beth, and I'll have a couple extras. So I've got my oils with my emulsifying wax and a little cetyl alcohol, which is a co-emulsifier. It helps make things a little creamier, and it helps the oils and water combine a little better. And then I've got my heated water with glycerin, and I'm gonna do my favorite thing. This is like magic. It's not magic, it's science, but it's the coolest thing, the whole emulsification process. I'm gonna pour my hot oil into my hot water and then blend them for a while until they combine. So here we go. Actually went ahead and poured this whole mixture into a bigger bowl. I have this bad habit of underestimating how much space things take up. And then as you could see in the video, things were splashing out of the bowl. So this will be much better. So this is pretty well blended. It's still really warm though. It needs to cool down a bit, and it will thicken as it cools. As you can see, it's still pretty watery right now. I'm gonna actually put this in the fridge for a few minutes, let it cool a little, and then we'll take it out and then we can add our cool down ingredients. So our lotion's all cooled. I mean, it's still a little warm, but you can see it's much thicker now than it was. It's much more lotiony and less watery. So I forgot to turn the camera on when I added my preservative, which is Optifen Plus, and vitamin E, which is an antioxidant. I add it during the cool down phase, not during the oil part, because it will break down. And the vitamin E helps stabilize the oils so they don't get rancid. So fun fact there. The last thing to add is my fragrance, and this particular batch of lotion is going to be sugar and spice, which I use a combination of a vanilla buttercream and gingerbread. So it ends up coming out a little vanilla, a little spicy. So I need 6 grams of fragrance for this amount of lotion. And I'm gonna do mostly the buttercream and just a little touch of the gingerbread. So we will pour this in these little ramekins I have here. So that's 3 grams, that's half our amount. That's 5. So if I do 5 of this and just 1 of the gingerbread, we'll see how that comes out. There we go. All right. So swirl that around a little bit and see how that smells. Smells very yummy, actually. It smells like something you want to eat. So I'm gonna put this in here. We will mix this up. And smells good. And lotion's still gonna get a little thicker as it cools. I was gonna go with the jars, but I decided I was gonna put it in these pump bottles instead. So I could potentially still pour it in, but it's getting pretty thick. So I think what I'm gonna do is pipe it in. I have some icing bags here. I like this nice tall Hello Kitty cup with my daughter's, and it's just the right size. It's tall enough to put my icing bag in so I can fill it up. So I'm just gonna pour some of this right in here. It won't all fit at once, but we'll get what we can. Remember, you want to leave a little room at the top so you don't have your lotion overflowing. I've learned that the hard way. And so we'll get our bottles here. If I calculated right, this should fill 4 8-ounce bottles, but we'll see. If not, I do have one jar. I already started to put some in a jar, and then I took it out because I hadn't scented it yet. So I might put something in that jar as well. So this is always tricky. This is very liquidy, so if I just snip this, it's just gonna spew out. Also learned that the hard way. So I usually turn this upside down, and then I don't want to get this little plastic tip in my lotion, so I do this off to the side and try to keep these bottles close together. And there we go. Like I said, this is still pretty liquidy, so and that filled up quicker than I expected. Let's get this here.